Hello, this is Jessica McKay with your Spirit Guide reading for May. If you're watching this video, know that in some way or another, these messages are yours. I'm using the Enchanted Tarot by Amy Zerner, and the first card that came up is the World. And the World is such a fantastic card to receive. It's about fulfillment, it's about the attainment of goals, and it's also about the end of a life cycle. So it's about you reaching the end of something and then starting again. And what's really interesting about this version of the World is that this figure who you see running forward is looking behind her. And it's hard to see, but she's looking back as she runs, and I find that really interesting. And so the message that I'm receiving is that things are coming up for you right now. Things are starting to rise to the light of consciousness. And they're about old ways, old behaviors, old habits, and things that you don't want to carry with you into your new cycle. So this is a card of reinvention. I feel like you are reinventing yourself. And what I mean by that is not that you have to change who you are, because who you are is already perfect, but that this is something that's happening by itself. It's an evolutionary process. So part of that process is going to encompass you examining things, looking at things from the past and deciding whether you want to carry those things forward. And so the second card that came up is the Three of Swords, and this is what I feel that some of the things that you're looking at. And in this card there's this figure at the bottom who's just languishing and sad, and all around her are these black shields, and on each one is a heart. And so this is like looking at all the ways you've been disappointed in relationship or in other areas, things that haven't gone right for you, and you're looking at those things not because you're stuck in drama, but because these are the things that are moving up and moving out of your system. So don't worry if this month you find yourself thinking about old stuff that used to really bother you. It's all coming out to be released. So it's actually positive. So just remember that, know that. And if you start feeling restless or bored this month or dissatisfied, know that that too is a good sign, because it means that your soul is pushing you to move into this new life cycle. It's pushing you to your greatness. It's pushing you to the highest vision that you could possibly have of yourself. And then the third card that came up is the Empress. And this is a wonderful card to end this reading on, because instead of that sad, lonely figure that we saw at the bottom of the Three of Swords, now we're floating, we're up in the air. This is the Empress, and she is in a chair in the clouds. And this is a card of creativity, of fertility, of the timing being right, for you to be that vision that you have of yourself. The highest vision that you have. And so this is the outcome, this is the attainment of that goal, and being in that new life cycle as that new you. So yeah, I'm feeling like the time is right for you to do certain projects that you haven't really had the energy or the ability to do before. And this is really who you are anyway. Underneath all of this drama and you know, things that you've been through, this is always who you've been, and it's always been your potential, and it's who you are. So let yourself enjoy this process. It may not always be comfortable, but there's no stress with it, and there's no pressure, because this is already who you are. It's who you came here to be. So just allow that to unfold. So I hope that these messages were helpful. If they were, please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you again next time.